Are you frustrated with your relationships? In this video, I would like to share with you 3 tips that you can use to transform your relationships. And they all revolve around using the color rose. Rose, which is in my scarf here, is the quantum color for unconditional love and support. Colors aren't just things that we see with our eyes. They actually transmit or reflect certain energies. And rose is the color that reflects unconditional love and support. So the first tip I'd like to give you is anytime you're meditating or praying, go through and just send love from your heart via the rose color. And you can just send it to family members, friends, co-workers, to the world at large. And just radiate this rose color out in clockwise circles concentrically from your heart to the heart of a specific person or a group of people, and they will feel it. I use this every time before meeting with a client, and I do it with friends, and they tell me all the time that, gee, I was thinking about you. And I know that that was the time where that rose color just hit them. The second thing I'd like to share with you, the second tip, is if you're meeting with somebody one-on-one, what you can do is when you're shaking hands, just be aware of the fact that you're transmitting, or that you can transmit rose from your hand to theirs. And they will feel that. Or if it's someone that you know, a friend or family member, and you go to hug them, be aware that you can transmit that rose to them. Or maybe you're just meeting somebody in a store or on the street. You can be aware that you can transmit that rose color to them, transmitting that unconditional love and support. And they will feel that. The same thing with speaking. You can be aware of sending rose out, as I am now, to you, sending out unconditional love and support just through my speaking. And the third thing is very, very helpful with the third tip, with intimate relationships or with children, with anyone, maybe a colleague that you might be having challenges with. When you are with them on a one-to-one basis, just imagine this in your head. I actually had a client who was going through and doing this with the physical hand actions. But just imagine sending a ribbon of rose from your heart to theirs. And they will feel that. I like to use a rose infinity sign. I use this all the time with our son when he was in middle school and we were having big time challenges. It just transformed the relationship. He couldn't quite get a handle on what was going on, but he knew that it was positive and that he liked it. It really transformed the whole relationship. And another thing that you can do as a bonus is to wear the color rose quite often, especially if you're going to be meeting with someone, a business meeting, or a meeting with a family member that you suspect there might be a little bit of a challenge with. Go through and wear that rose. Have the rose color in your surroundings, in your environment. You can have it in your sport gear. And just make it a habit. Every time that you're with someone or you see someone, send that rose to them. And you don't have to think of a specific way of doing it. You can send it out from your heart. You can send it out when you're shaking hands or when you're hugging them or when you're even looking at them. Sending that rose color out. And they'll feel that. And the thing is, when you do this, you're going to open up this unconditional love channel that goes between your heart and the universe. So that will increase the amount of self-love that you feel, and it, of course, will just transform your relationships. If you like the information that I presented here, I've created a mini course, Create Peace in Your Relationships. I usually charge $28 for it, but I'm offering it, since this is Valentine's Day weekend, I'm offering it for free for a few days. So if you'd like that, just comment relationships in the comments below. I'd be happy to send the link out. And I also have another video here, Create Inner Peace, so that you can continue on this path of creating peace and love and joy in your life.